my name is Roger Lear, President of Orlando Jobs, and we are going to give you some tips to get the most out of Hire Day Orlando. Today, we're going to talk about what you can do to get interviews out of Hire Day Orlando, because let's face it, if you go to a job fair and you don't get interviews, you've wasted your time. And so many of you have so much opportunity with over 100 employers at Hire Day Orlando to get a great job. So here's what you need to do. First of all, you can research every single one of the companies that is attending Hire Day Orlando. Yes, it takes some work to go to these companies, and a lot of them you've never heard anything about, but you go to their website, look to see what jobs they have open, see if there's any matches to your skill set. And if that's the case, write that specific position down. So when you get to the job fair, when you go and meet the recruiters or the employers that are there, you go up, you shake their hands and so forth. You're not asking them, hey, I'm looking for a job. You're going to say, hey, I am a financial analyst, and I noticed that you're looking for a financial analyst in Lake Mary. Can you tell me about that position? And a lot of times when you can get them talking to you, you're going to get a lot of information, and then you can figure out whether or not your skill sets match. And that's where the magic's made, because if you feel that's a good job, you've built a nice rapport, you've talked to them specifically about a specific position, and now you're able to take that and say, hey, that sounds fantastic. How do I get an interview for that job? What are the next steps? And most of the time that employer will say, hey, you got to go apply online. Don't take that the wrong way. Everybody has to apply online. 95% of companies, you're going to have to apply online. But what you really want them to do is to take your resume and put it in a special pile. And that special pile is the one they'll follow up with you afterwards. To ensure that happens, make sure whatever you do before you leave, if it's a job you really want, ask that person for their business card, and make sure that as soon as you get home, within 6 hours, give them an email referencing the job that you talked about, referencing your background, and let them know that you're very excited about that opportunity and want to get an interview set. It is extremely important that you understand the more direct you go into each employer with a specific job, and even have your resume targeted to that job, the easier it's going to be to get an actual physical interview. Some companies will do interviews there, but most will do after the interview. You want to make that impression. And it is, to me, the most important tip I could possibly give you. Research, research, research. Be direct with the employer. Ask them for the interview, and you're going to be shocked at your success rate. For this and many more tips, stay tuned to our channels, our Facebook, our YouTube channel, and we're going to continuously give you different ideas and tips so you can have an unbelievable, successful Hire Day Orlando. Thank you.